Hello, welcome back to the channel. If you happen to be new here, my name's Julie, and with the help of my husband Justin, we are full-time resellers. So, if you've been around for a little bit, you know, last month in June, we did a huge listing challenge. We challenged ourselves to list 20 items every day, and we succeeded, and it greatly increased our sales, like up over 60% from the previous June, and up, I think, what it ended up being like 40% from the previous month. Well, then June ended, and to say I was burned out was an understatement. I don't know if I'll ever do a challenge like that again, like so aggressively. Maybe if I was making myself list every day, I would do the number a little bit less. It was really hard to source that many items and just to keep up. So it was like, yay, break when July came along. We actually went out of town for the 4th of July right at the beginning of the month. And then we ended up switching rooms in our house, which is why I'm in a new location. I'm in what is now our spare bedroom TV room, which used to be my daughter's room, hence the wild colors on the wall. So I've just been really slacking lately. I'll have days where I list, like 15 items, and then the next day only 3 items will get listed. Like, I've been very inconsistent, and we know inconsistency does not work for overall great sales on eBay. I feel like I have the data to back up this now. I know a lot of people will say, oh, it's just because it's July. July is the slowest month. Last year, July was my best month of the entire year. Okay, I might be wrong. It might have been a few $100s short of March, which was my best month. I'll look it up. I'll put here what my best month of last year was. We did amazing in July because we vacationed in June, and I came back gun-ho, and I pretty much listed every single day, and I just stayed on top of everything, and we had an excellent month, similar to how I did with June. I feel like no matter what time of year, because I've now done July and June, which are 2 notoriously slow months, no matter what time of year it is, if you put the consistent effort into eBay, meaning listing every day, answering questions, if you're on Poshmark, sharing continuously, listing on there, your sales will come. I mean, granted, you can't be listing junk. You have to be listing semi-desirable items. But I just feel like I have now proven to myself anyway, whether everybody else wants to believe me, that that is the key to having great sales. Now, of course, having the ambition to always do that is a whole nother story. So here we are, but it's already June 25th. The month is almost over, and I have not much to show for it. I'll link you into my computer screen and show you what I'm talking about.
We'll start with my Poshmark sales for the month. We've sold 20 things for $479. Obviously, this day was my best, and it's because I sold a $90 pair of boots that I sourced on 99-cent day. So that was an awesome sale. But overall, it's been lackluster, and I haven't given it the time it needs to perform well. All right, over to eBay. So this is for July 1st through today, which is July 25th, but it's only 9:15 a.m. on July 25th. You'll be seeing this video later on today if you watch it the first day it came out. But so here are our numbers. So our net sales, so this is our profit before cost of goods is taken out, is down 22% from last month. The quantity of items sold is down 17%, and our total sales is down 18%. See, I'll show you the graph here just to give you an idea. So July 1st, so this is the first day that we're coming off the, month of listing 20 items every day. I listed, I think, 10 that day. But then we did have 4th of July, so people were out of town. So sales fell, I think quicker than they would have because of it being a holiday. Then they, picked up a little. But then, as you can see, when we get down here, they're consistently staying much lower than last month. Here, I can go back and show you the chart from last month. That's like, I mean, look, it's like We're at like 500 and 600 on a lot of these days, and this is where we are on most of the days. We're like below 200. So yeah, huge difference.
So if that chart comparing June to July did not convince you that listing consistently every single day, I'm not even saying it has to be 20 items. I would think you would still have similar results with 15 items, maybe even 10 if it's like higher like higher priced items or really desirable items, or maybe your total sales each day will be down a couple $100, but still it will be consistent. It works, guys. And even I know it works, but I still didn't do it. That's the most frustrating part. It's like I don't know if I want to make myself do another challenge, but part of me is like thinking that for August, I need to really just commit to listing like 10 a day, maybe. I don't know. I'll have to talk to Justin about it. We do have family coming in town. We'll be out of town for a couple days, so I would really have to get the drafts built up. I mean, it's definitely doable though. But yeah, I need to do better with my business. So that brings me to my next announcement, point, etc. I'm thinking about doing something a little drastic to make up for these crappy sales. I mean, I can't really make up for them. The time is already done. But just to give the month a bit of a boost, I was thinking about running a large portion of my eBay store. I couldn't remember what it was called. I almost said closet. That's Poshmark. My eBay store at 50% off for just like 24 hours. Is that nuts? I don't know. It seems a little nuts to me. Now, there would be exclusions. Obviously, the weights cannot be done at 50% off. The margins on weights are way lower, so I wouldn't do those. I would say it would primarily be clothing, shoes, and then some home goods. I'm not going to do like breakable items because the amount like of time and packing it takes to sell them at 50% off would just be a waste of my time. But I think it would be beneficial. Like if I just did it for 24 hours, not that much stuff could sell, right? But enough possibly to make a difference. Normally when I put an item on sale, I actually will pick all the items I'm going to put on sale. I end the listings. I sell similar so that they're fresh, brand new listings. Then I pick them to put them on sale. But since I'm talking probably like 700 items will possibly be in this 50% off sale, I don't want to end all 700 items, so I will probably just put the sale with them as they are. So that could actually negatively affect the sale. It might not be as, what's that called? Successful. It might not be as successful because they're not new listings and some of them might be buried. But I do relist all my items every 2 months, so nothing will be older than 2 months. A big reason why I'm comfortable doing this is because I source my items for so cheap. So here's something that I just looked over. I have my stats written here that I wanted to go over with you. So for the first 23 days of July, we sold 80 items that I sourced on 99-cent day. My Goodwill, my Salvation Army, and my St. Vincent de Paul thrift stores all have one day a week where one of the color items is 99 cents. Actually, Salvation Army's for an entire week, but it's already been 50% off for 2 weeks. We're normally at each store 45 minutes to an hour, and most of the time I walk out with like 20 items. So it is a great way to source, items quickly. Sometimes we get real bangers, like the boots that I talked about previously that sold on Poshmark. I'll put their picture up there. I got them on 99-cent day. They sold for $90. So sometimes you hit like home runs on 99-cent day, and other times I buy something that I think will be good and ends up being put on clearance months and months later, and I make a $3 profit on it. But I'm just thankful I didn't lose money on it. But back to my point, sold 80 items. I like to say I want to make a minimum profit after all the fees and everything is paid and the cost of goods of $10 per item. Yeah, I want to make more than that, but that's my minimum when I'm sourcing it. Do I think I can get that? So I was very happy to see that when I averaged out these 80 items, my average profit was $12.68. So we sold those 80 items for a total of $1,014.54 profit. So that's kind of crazy. Like a quarter of our profit for this month so far was pretty much items sourced on 99-cent day, which just proves you don't have to spend a ton of money on your inventory. I mean, I also source most of my other stuff at the bins, some at garage sales, but the bins pricing is super cheap too. So yeah, I think I'm gonna do it. I think I'm gonna put 50% off sale on most of my eBay store. As I said, no weights, no breakables. And probably if I just listed it in the last week or two and it seems like a desirable clothing item, I might not put those on either. But it's going to be a large portion of our eBay store. Sometimes some of you do shop my eBay store. I'm not saying you have to by any means. Please do not feel pressure. But if you do shop my sale, make sure you put in the comments, especially if you buy more than one item, just say something about watching me on YouTube or whatever. Because if you buy more than one item, I will gladly combine shipping for you and refund you the difference after I package your order. Because if some regular person buys a bunch of stuff from me and they don't send me like a message asking to combine shipping, I won't necessarily refund them, especially if they're getting this stuff in a really cheap, like 50% off sale. But I always, always, always combine shipping for any one of you guys that buy from me. So yes, if you happen to shop my sale, just leave me a message. In the like when you actually place the order, there's a space where you can put instructions and just leave a message for me on there. But I will start, I guess I'll start the sale this afternoon. So right around the time this video comes out, the sale will go, and I'm gonna just keep it up for, I guess, 24 hours. I probably will not be sending out offers on any of those items. I'm like, if you're already getting it for 50% off, I'm not really going to give you more than that. So then when the sale ends, then all those people that watch stuff I can send offers out on. And sometimes it's surprising that I will run a big sale, someone won't buy the thing, and then it'll go off sale and they send them an offer that's way lower than the sale price and they still end up buying it, which is kind of crazy to me. I don't know how this will go. I mean, it actually could just tank my sales for 24 hours because like it's just eBay's overwhelmed. Like, why is she putting everything on sale? But a lot of times when I do run a sale and then the sale shuts off, like I will all of a sudden get a boost in sales. So if anything, maybe it'll boost my weekend sales. Obviously, I will report back to you guys. As I said, this video will be coming out in a couple hours. I'll start the sale at about the same time. It'll run for 24 hours, and then my next video, I will tell you how it went. Either you'll see me packing mounds of orders, or I will be like, well, that was a bust. I don't know. What can it hurt to try, right? I mean, it's only 24 hours. So sorry this video wasn't very flashy, wasn't exciting. Just me hanging out in my spare bedroom. But I just wanted to show you guys and remind you guys how important consistency is if you want to grow your eBay business. I mean, if you're taking a month off, like clearly I've been, I understand it's hard to do this all the time. If you're like, I need my sales to increase, I'm not going to be able to pay my bills this month. Consistency, that's all I can tell you. You gotta do it as much as sometimes you don't want to. All right, well, I will report back on how my 50% off sale goes. I hope you guys all have a wonderful day. I appreciate you taking the time to watch. I'll see you on the next one. Take care. Bye.